Hi Libra, this is going to be your reading from October 14th through the 20th. It's good for the Sun, Rising, Moon, and Venus sign of Libra. Keep in mind it's a general reading. It's not going to resonate with all of you. If you would like to book a private reading with me because general readings confuse you or they just don't hit it for you all the time, the link to my website to schedule is in the description below. If you don't know about my sister channel, Soma, Chandra, Libra, you need to check that out, Libra. I do love messages for you there, healing messages, oracle messages. It's a channel dedicated just to Libra and also Sagittarius and sometimes Cancer. Because I do love messages over there for you guys, and I just did a message there for you yesterday, I'm just going to do a Celtic cross here for you. If you want a love message in particular, check out Soma, Chandra, Libra, okay? But I have dropped some oracle cards for you. It's interesting. I did a protection message for Libra yesterday, and this came out yesterday for you guys. It's coming out again. So what's come out of the Colette Baron Reid Spirit of the Animal Oracle deck is Stag Spirit, take the lead, Moth Spirit, surrender now, and Dolphin, this and that are true. Interesting animal card combination here. So when Stag Spirit comes out, it comes out in reverse when they're basically telling you, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. You might be having a hard time taking the lead in a relationship, or someone just doesn't want to go in the same direction you're going. You can't force them. You can't be mad at them. You guys just aren't in the same place. Just be compassionate and understanding. Or there might be a relationship that you don't want to move forward with. You can't take the lead with. Moth Spirit is a tough card. It's about an obsession or an addiction or something that we're meant to be healing from. This moth is drawn to the flame, and he can't help himself. So someone might be really drawn to you, or you're drawn to a situation that you're meant to just let it burn off and heal from. I love it when Dolphin Spirit comes out. The message of this is this and that are true. This message says your definition of the truth and your version of the story is not going to be the same as someone else's. Two things can be true at once. The truth is subjective, and so are the facts. Know who you are and what your truth is. Surrender to anything that's like not good for you or unhealthy for you. If you're having a hard time getting another person to see your point of view and take the lead, there's some like darker energy between you and that person or in this situation. Just remember that this and that are true. You can have your truth. That other person can have their truth. Try not to try and get the last word with that person, and examine other points of view. Okay, that might help you to surrender to something that hasn't been good for you. And again, just understand that some people just won't follow your lead. Cross watchers, Libra doesn't want to take the lead in this situation, possibly. Or I'm seeing like two people, possibly, or a situation where there's disagreements. There might be some toxicity or something dysfunctional happening. Just remember that two things can be true at once. Listen to all points of view. Be as honest with you as you can with yourself. So the reason for the reading this week is the Page of Swords. You're curious about someone or something. Someone might be curious about you, wanting to discover more, a little defensive until you know more about a situation. You could be wanting to explore something new and see where it goes, or someone is doing that with you. The challenge is, can there be cooperation? Can there be teamwork? Can there be an implementation of what you have learned? Will you be recognized and rewarded for what you bring to the table? Or will there be a third party interference? Will there be a lacking in commitment? Will there be a misalignment? Can you make this go somewhere? Interesting. Let's see what else comes out. Spirit, show me Libra, Sun, Rising, Moon, Venus of Libra. What's driving Libra? What gets them out of bed for the next 7 days? What's driving them? Five of Pentacles. Ay, ay, ay. You are really not getting what you need. Some of you guys are a little worried about finances and resources this week. Or you're just not getting what you need in a situation. You might really want to communicate with someone about it too. Some of you are thinking about learning something new, like maybe going back to school. Nine of Swords in reverse. Well, you're just trying not to lose sleep over it. No, you're not getting what you need, but if you've been having a hard time sleeping, if you've been anxious, if you've been worried, if you've been stressed out, if it's been a bloody nightmare, I think you realize I have to kind of approach this in a different way. So I can't just stress out about this. I do see a lot of inner turmoil here for you, though, Libra. I am sorry, my dear ones. Well, what happened in the past? What happened in the past? Show me the past that's affecting the present moment. Show me what's happening deep within. Too many cards. Come on, Spirit. What happened in the past? They're saying the past is not important. The Five of Wands. Well, there was a lot of tension. There were disagreements. There was a battle of wills, push, pull. I like it in I think this is the Light Seers Tarot. They're all stepping on each other to try to get to that flame and that fortune and glory. And everyone's fallen down when all they really needed to do was work together and make a ladder. And then they all could have gotten to the top, right? So I think that in the past there was some tension and some conflict between you and others. Many people could have been involved. If it was a specific person, the two of you had very different opinions and different ideas. Often a battle of wills or a bit of a competition. The Hierophant in reverse, that made you want to divest in the relationship. There was a lack in commitment. Somebody wanted to march to the beat of their own drum. Someone didn't want to hear it from friends and family. 10 of Cups, but there was happiness. You thought it was going to be happily ever after. Yeah, Temperance in reverse is what your guides are telling you. What your soul is saying is, you've run hot and cold in this situation. There's been an excessiveness. There's no moderation. There's no calm. There's no peace. Whatever you're thinking about or you're going through this week is a situation that requires moderation and perspective. Could have been dealing with a Taurus or a Sagittarius. What else is their soul telling them to do? What is their crowning thought? You're thinking, I can't balance this out, or I'm done with this Sag. Ace of Swords in reverse. Your judgment is very clouded. Your guides are saying to you, this is like the advice from your higher self. They're saying your judgment's clouded. Rethink this idea. You're not going to have a breakthrough or success this week. And running hot and cold isn't helping you. Calm and peace and balance need to be brought to the situation. I see a lot of turbulence. The challenge requires cooperation between you and someone else and possibly more information. Someone might want more information. I don't know that it's you. I think you're not getting what you want here. You might be curious if someone will come and help and work with you, though, and cooperate. This could be going down with finances, resources, possibly as well. What's coming in for Libra? The Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Libra, you might be dealing with someone that's kind of shallow, okay? And that's not going to balance out with this person. Or you yourself are having a hard time determining your own self-worth. Having a hard time gaining freedom. Some of you are just having a bit of a financial crunch. Don't panic. But if this is a person in your life that you're curious about, they might be kind of shallow. They might be a little bit of a hustler. Or you're going to have to rework some kind of a game plan here. For some of you, this is about leaving a job or a relationship or something that you thought would make you really happy, but right now you're just not getting what you need. Okay, how does Libra see themselves? How does Libra see themselves? The Seven of Pentacles, just trying to stay in the present moment. You're being patient. You're waiting. You're waiting for a return on your investment. And he's like, you're taking a long-term view. You want sustainable results. You feel the need to persevere. You're going to wait. You're going to wait it out. You haven't given up on something. I just don't think you're feeling as good about yourself as you want to. What are hidden factors? What's happening in the environment? What's happening with the energy around Libra? There's a person that is withdrawn from you, or you're searching your soul. They're searching their soul. Someone's very withdrawn, thinking about it, being very introspective. You could be dealing with a Virgo. What are Libra's feelings? What is Libra feeling? Judgment in reverse. You're at a crossroads, but you're not ready to make a final judgment call about something. If it's a relationship with a person, you've got a pretty strong inner critic. You can't hear the call of the divine at this time. You're not sure what to do. You can't get to that place of freedom. You're not feeling a strong sense of self in this relationship. It's not quite judgment day for you, or you've decided you don't want to rebirth with someone. I think you're kind of mopey about it, but there's no final judgment call being made this week. What is the final outcome for Libra? What is the final outcome? Six of Wands in reverse. I think that someone is not going to be successful with you this week. You might be more focused on your private achievements and your personal definition of success with the Six of Wands in reverse. This is where maybe our ego is bruised in some way. You might bruise someone else's ego in some way. This is where we're also kind of knocked off our high horse to some extent as well, or we knock somebody else off. If you were looking for a promotion, or this is where like we don't get the girl, we don't get the guy, we don't get the public recognition or reward, or we don't give it to someone else. Watch for you yourself having a bruised ego. This could just be a person around you that you are ignoring. Maybe you're trying to come down off of your high horse about something, but I don't think you're going to have the successful breakthrough that you want this week. Why is Temperance in reverse? What is the problem here? Why is Temperance in reverse? Ace of Pentacles in reverse. This seed is not being planted. You just lack a plan at the moment. Oh, wow. So this could be a person or a situation where it just never took off. This person turned around and they're focused on their own personal definition of success. Or you yourself, Libra, are like, I can't really hear the call of the divine here. I don't want to miss any opportunities, but I'm not feeling very invested in something. But apparently it's something you have to work through with someone. Some kind of cooperation is the challenge here. Or maybe you're like, no, you can be curious about me all you want. I don't see this balancing out and happening. I'm not getting what I need. Why is the Hermit here? There's a person around Libra that is withdrawn, or you're withdrawn. You're walking away, or they're walking away. Someone wants to walk away. This person wants to start something new. Or you're withdrawn and searching your soul, Libra, about walking all the way away so you can start something new. I think you're worried about resources and not getting what you need emotionally or quite literally in the 3D. And you're rethinking the whole thing, running hot and cold. Why is Judgment in reverse? Why is Judgment in reverse for Libra? The Queen of Cups. You could have a water sign in the mix. You are feeling very emotionally stable and balanced and working on healing with the Star in reverse. I think that you have a lot of love in a situation that just isn't panning out the way you want it to. Know your own self-worth, Libra. What are we waiting on? The Queen of Wands in reverse is how you see yourself. The Page of Wands. The Four of Wands in reverse. Are you guys thinking about moving or getting out of a situation and trying to reestablish your sense of self somewhere else? That's what the Queen of Wands in reverse is trying to do. She is not feeling super magnetic and charming and inspiring. She is trying to redefine herself. She's feeling a bit introverted. I think you're trying to stay in the present moment. When the Queens and the Kings come in reverse, it's kind of like a personal homework assignment. Maybe you're like, I'm not your girl Friday, or no, I'm not feeling particularly excited here. I think that this week is kind of, the next 7 days is about kind of getting your ducks in a row in a situation. You might have been dealing with a person that was just young and immature and that pissed you off and you pulled back, or you're like, I'm not feeling like I can be in my queen energy this week. I kind of want to keep exploring something until I find something that lights me up or excites me. And it's because I'm in some kind of a transition or a conflict with someone else, not feeling incredibly stable. Or this is a person that just flits off and whatever. And if it's a person in your energy and you're not feeling like there's stability with this person. What is the Nine of Pentacles in reverse? What's that about? Who's that about? The Sun in reverse. The Sun's going down on something. There's a lack of clarity. Someone's operating under a false impression, or you're just dealing with a Leo. Justice in reverse. The Tower. What the hell happened? You're having a sudden realization that something is not going to balance out with a person. And you don't impress them and they don't impress you. And Yeah, there's pessimism here at this point. This Page of Swords could be a child. What's the curiosity? This could be you want to explore something new, or someone wants to explore something new with you. Well, you're trapped in your head about it. You feel stuck in a situation. Something, you're having a hard time with an ending of something. Seven of Wands in reverse, you're feeling really overwhelmed. I think this Page of Swords is a little bit of paranoia. Like, can I work this out? Can I work through this? Why is the Six of Wands in reverse here? The Page of Pentacles in reverse. This is not going to manifest. Someone is procrastinating. It's not really going to develop into anything. Seeing it for what it really is with the Hanged Man. It's paused. Four of Pentacles. Someone's holding on to something and won't let it go. Or someone holds back, and that's why there's no success. But here you are, Libra. You're the Empress with your strong standards. Do you have any advice, Spirit? I don't have a lot of cards left. Do you have any advice to Libra? Any advice? Yes, they do. The Fool. Don't be reckless. Don't be foolish. Don't just go rushing in with a lunatic here with the Fool. You could be dealing with an Aries. The Fool comes in reverse when we do something reckless or foolish, or we're just not ready to take a leap of faith just yet. It might, yeah, Queen of Swords. You need to think something through first, Libra, and turn your back on the very foolish people. And you might just be holding back because you're afraid to take a risk. I think your guides are saying, make sure you have a good plan in place. Make sure you have really unbiased judgment in this situation. Don't be afraid to take a leap of faith and take a risk. Just make sure that it can be built upon here. You could have another air sign in your energy. Yeah. So that's your reading for the next 7 days here, Libra, on this channel. Again, for deeper messages and love messages and stuff like that, go to Soma, Chandra, Libra, where I do, it's Libra Nation over there. And I have love messages up there for you this week already. Okay. And just remember, you can't lead a person to where you want them to go. They might not be in the same place. If you are afraid to take the lead, just in your own life, just have a good plan first. Okay. Surrender now to anything that's unhealthy to you, and remember that your truth is not going to be someone else's truth. Apparently, those messages are important for you. I'm always listening to the universe for you, Libra. Take care of yourselves. I love you guys. I'll see you next time.